Greg Study on Soccer. I am here with Werner Roth. If you don't know who this guy is, you don't know American soccer. So you played a few years with the New York Cosmos.
I did.
You had a couple of championships with the New York Cosmos.
I did.
You were a teammate of Pele.
Absolutely.
You were in the movie Victory.
Absolutely.
I know. Let's talk a little bit about the early days of American soccer in the MASL. Tell me a little bit about how that all went, how that experience was.
Yeah, well, it was a great experience, obviously. You know, I played youth soccer in the ethnic communities of New York and New Jersey and the tri-state area and all across the country. So to have a real professional league come around was fantastic. You know, they failed a few times, right? The early late 60s, the U.S. leagues failed a few times. But Clive Toye, Phil Woosnam.
Yep.
They had the right ideas, and they got the right support from Steve Ross, who was the owner of Warner Communications, who who signed the checks.
Yep, back in the day.
And, back in the day. And Clive always had this idea of a dream team.
I saw Clive at the NASL 50th reunion.
Yes.
Were you there?
I was.
Yeah, I guess you and I missed each other at that event. But that was an outstanding event, wasn't it? I mean,
it was great.
So many guys coming together.
Unbelievable.
So many guys that you hadn't seen in so many years.
Yeah.
The NASL brought real star caliber from across the world. Kaz Dana, Herbert Birkenmeyer. I mean, a lot of the guys that really, Pele, of course, a lot of the guys that came in, I can't even begin to list them all, that really brought a stellar level of soccer in the United States.
Yeah.
Do you see that happening here today in MLS? I don't necessarily mean the international quality, but the level of play.
I think so. I think MLS, their first priority was economic stability.
Sure.
And their business model of building their own stadiums has worked to a great degree.
Good point.
The valuations of Major League Soccer clubs is very high. Now we can all argue about the quality on the field, but that's coming next, I think.
Gotcha.
And I think they're already. We just saw. Another international is coming to MLS.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah, so they've got their, ducks in a row, and I think they have the capability to really become an international league of some proportion.
What do you see in a major arena soccer league on the field, on the skill level, and going forward? How do you feel with this league?
Well, first of all, I think the quality of the game, the quality of the performances is extraordinary.
It is, isn't it?
It has room for improvement, as everything does, but it's the type of game that I think is made for fans, for spectators, and for players, because youth players now are playing small-sided soccer.
Good point.
The national program, the state association programs have all recognized that small-sided soccer is the best developmental tool for players at every age, but especially at the younger ages. So I see MASL leading the charge in making small-sided soccer the next big thing in American soccer.
Werner Roth, do you see any possibility that this style of indoor soccer with the boards and everything will ever get caught on internationally?
I believe so. I mean, that's our objective.
Right.
If you look at the essence of indoor soccer, it's rondo. I don't know if you know the term rondo.
Yeah, sure.
Rondo is a developmental protocol. It's a warm-up exercise, but everybody in the world knows rondo. It's not a far stretch to take that element and to enlarge it into an organized arena youth league initially, then college and all of the academic programs, and then ultimately semi-pro and pro. And not just for men and women, absolutely as well. And so I think the future of MASL is incredible. It's literally unlimited. We're the only league that has the potential to become global.
Wow.
Because everybody plays it, everybody knows it, and nobody's organized it. Nobody's monetized it.
Good point.
And that's our responsibility.
So why do you think that FIFA has consistently sort of looked the other way?
Because FIFA wants to control everything. MASL is not a controlled league. MASL thinks for itself. They haven't joined.
Well done.
They haven't joined U.S. Soccer. They're not going to join FIFA until we prove that we can become global. FIFA will come around, and I think there's a natural synergy between.
Well, I mean, they've embraced futsal, they've embraced beach soccer.
Absolutely.
I mean, FIFA has embraced so many other varieties of the game.
Absolutely.
So yeah, this in my not always so humble opinion, this is the greatest sport on earth, man. I love this version of indoor soccer. I love the game all around.
Yeah.
But I love this version, this type of soccer and the way it's played.
Yeah, so do I.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me.
Not at
It's
all.
been such a blessing to meet
Great.
you. Thanks, buddy.